Guru of Squad Double Zero. This assassin like no other. Yes, I'm the best at what I do. One of the most notorious in YouTube anime and manga community. Don't doubt the infamy, please. Man, it's hard out here for a young man. It really is hard out in this world for a young man, specifically in the area of love, of relationships, of dating, and all that, and all that, and all that. Talking about marriage and whatever. Oh, let's not even begin. We can hold off on that engagement marriage jazz. And for the female, it's fortunate. It is a very good thing in this day and age that once again, many women are waking up to the reality, and young ladies, to a lesser degree, are waking up to the reality of how hard it actually is out here. See, this is what happens when they actually spend time with men. When they actually, aren't off in some la-la land of some feminazi rhetoric that's been brainwashing, indoctrinating, and programming them. Okay? Clearly I said feminazi. Again, I have some feminist friends. It's no disrespect. But some of the rhetoric that's being thrown around is not good for anybody. Especially young ladies. It is counterproductive, but we'll leave that alone for now because I don't want the pitchforks and torches to try to come at me. Don't kill the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. Don't beat him up. Don't torture him. He just bringing out the reality of the situation at hand. But regardless of all that, a lot of women are recognizing what it is and what it ain't about men and how hard it is for men to really. I'm talking about those who are serious about it. You know what I'm saying? When you look at it, you keep hearing, oh man, they're not into commitment, man, they're not loyal, they just love hoes and bitches and all this other. Really? Now maybe the type of dude you are involved with, maybe the kind of guys you are attracting, I'm just saying. If you are constantly getting men who are into hoes, which are supposed to be prostitutes because hoe is a derivative of whore, which is actually a prostitute. If we're talking about sluts are a completely different breed. But if they're into this, you should already know that most of the time, at least 95% of the time, it's obvious. You're just ignoring it. Now, if they're a liar, I'll give you some benefit of that. There's some dudes who are some great liars. But players gonna play, and these players are obvious with their games. They're not slick anymore. They don't have to be slick anymore. But regardless, most men, I won't say most. I'll say many men aren't into that. Many men are real men, okay? And don't say, oh, it's the whole sex thing. Look, I've met plenty of women, plenty of young ladies that have just as high, if not a higher libido to men. They're into sex. Let's keep it real. The targeting. Soap operas, just a beautiful example. Who are the majority audience? Women. Erotica. Who are the majority consumers? Women. Romance. Comedies. Who are the majority viewers? Women. Need I continue? Do you recognize how many females watch porn? Do you recognize how many females are into lesbian porn? I'm just saying. Do you recognize how many of them are thirsty as hell on Instagram and on social media? And who are attention whores? I'm just saying. This ain't the bash. This is the reality. These are the cold hard truths of the matter. This is the cold hard facts. You can pour up a bud with that one. And I'm just saying. So, they recognize how hard it is out here. Not only do these loyal, serious-minded men, not only is it hard for them to get in a relationship because many are female, the paradigm's done shifted. A few years ago, it began to shift. It's been turned on its head to where it's not the men who are commitment prone, or lack thereof, I should say. It is the women, females out here. The men want a relationship. Let's not rush things. That's not being so. Because a lot of them want to play, and a lot of them ain't faithful. These hoes ain't love. That's why you got a lot of dudes saying these hoes ain't loyal. How many of them out here cheating? I'm just saying. Oh, yeah, you don't want women to get it. No. How many of them out here are opening their legs to any old dude? I'm just saying. Or opening their legs to boyfriends that early in. I'm just saying. Where's the standards? I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, where are the standards? Where's the actually finding out about this dude? You see what I'm saying? And where is the actually bringing in a boatload of baggage into the relationship? Not only is lack of commitment, you got boatload of baggage. And I've already hinted out the amount of sluts out here, okay? So if you an upstanding dude at the end, and first of all, the sluts many times will avoid upstanding dudes because they actually have some kind of criteria. They may try to sleep with them, but they know it ain't gonna work because they gonna call them on their BS. The dudes are like, nah, man, I don't play with the lie. I don't play them games. You feel me? Or they'll try to, but the slut gonna go back to the way the sluts go down. And yes, there are male sluts. There are people who are promiscuous, both on both sexes. So this ain't no bias. Just keeping it real. Just keeping it real. So lack of commitment. You hear the talk about, they ain't hearing that. They are not hearing faithful. They are not hearing long-term relationships. They not hearing talk about kids. A lot of females ain't want kids. They not think about kids. Ain't no harm. But if he into that and he's actually about family life, baggage, as I mentioned before, a lot of them are bringing in, and they stay making the same mistake. And I'm glad a lot of, unfortunately, it's done taken them years to recognize this, or they've been beat around, either figuratively or literally, around in abusive situations, to where they've woken up and like, yo, I can't keep bringing this. This man, it's not his fault that I've been with yo and yo, or just yo and he was brought in some hell into my life. It's not that man's fault. You can't do this. Then you got the breed that says all men are dogs, all men. Look, if you would be on 25 and thinking all men are dogs, all men are pigs, all men are this, all men are that, there is something literally wrong with you. What kind of men, and once again, like I said earlier, are you getting involved with? Seriously. That's on you, simple woman. That is on you, simple girl. I don't even know if I can call you a woman. That's on you, simple one. On you. Like we doing Uncle Sam. You. But on another note, not only is it out here, it's hard. Then you got the whole age thing. Oh, jeez. A lot of them either, quote unquote, legally they're too young, or maturity, or they're not into you look older. They're not into your specific older look of the guys, or then you're too young for older women. So you're just caught in this libido, and then you're with a lot of females your age, your peers, who don't want to settle down. So there's a no-win situation. And if you're not in the one-night stands, you're just hooking up, then you're up the creek without a paddle. You're stuck like Chuck in the mud. You're digging ditches for yourself because you're trying to be honorable. You see what I'm saying? And again, not all boys out here are honorable. Not all young fellas out here are honorable. But there's a lot who are honorable. There's a lot who are about respect. Then there's the whole fact that there's a lot of crazy females out here. There's a lot of crazy, and not crazy in a good way. Like, literally, they got a few screws loose, to say the least. And then there's the whole insecurity factor. Then there's the females who can't get over the dudes. And then there's the fact that, but there's the fact that a lot of females are lesbian. And a lot of good-looking females, too, might I add. A lot of chill ones. And you come to find out, wait, what? I would ask you, what? You lesbian? What? You a lesbian? Oh, hell no. Oh. So that just limits down the playing field right there. You can say, well, just fine. There's more women in there. Is there more quality women? Look, people ask the question, what makes a good man hot? They ask, where can I find a good man? Look, good men have stayed. Good men ain't going anywhere. Some of the good men have been, disillusioned, but good men ain't going anywhere. It's just where your perspective. The better question is, where is the good women? Or, here's another question. Why is it that in certain cases, though, they see a good man, whether friend zone him or whatever else, or don't want to get with him because of whatever else, feeling they're going to hurt him? There's a lot of that nonsense going on. It's like, what? What? But, I want a good man, but, I want a good man. I keep asking, I want all this, I want this love, and he comes into her life, and she doesn't reciprocate. But she likes him at the same time. This has happened on multiple occasions with multiple people. But then there's the ones that are liars, that, they get guys caught up, and there's a whole lot of stuff. All my point to the entire thing is very simple. Don't come out here with this BS that, men have it so easy. Man, no, they don't. Women have it easier. Look, it's simple. From a sexual standpoint, women have it easier. Look, if you want to, pretty much any woman can have sex. Seriously. Point number 2 is, if a guy's actually quality, if he's actually a good guy, and here's another thing, 50 per the fiction, imaginative model that she doesn't even know about. And that's another thing. A lot of young ladies don't have a clue what they want in life. So that just, eliminates jazz and just turns, or they brush the guy away. They either unintentionally or intentionally, or they leave the guy in the dust. Like, again, they turn him away for whatever their multitude of reasons are. It's crazy, and it makes no sense, and it gets very difficult and very frustrating for a lot of men, a lot of young men in this day and age to find a woman, especially growing up, especially if they had some great examples or some at least decent examples of relationships that are long lasting. They've seen, whether it been their parents or some friends or some whoever, they've seen 20, 30, 40, 50 years, maybe even 60 years in some cases, of marriages that were, we all know relationships have problems, but they worked out very well. They themselves want a relationship, they want a family, they want a good woman, but they're having a hard time finding these things because of all these obstacles. And I'm not painting all the female sex in this, obviously not. Just like, don't pay all the male sex is bad. I'm just presenting it out here that the situation at hand is becoming abysmal. The dating game is horrid, and this is another knock. Just say the dude's a virgin. Some females won't even look at him because he's a virgin, or he has a limited sex history. Now, which do you want? You want a guy you don't want a guy, in a lot of cases, who's been around the block multiple times. But then at the same time, you don't want a dude that's been around little to none. Where's the double standard there? It sounds like there's a catch-22. There's no win. Or they'll say, men at a certain point, everybody has theirs, but generally men aren't attracted because you've been around too much. Can you blame a dude? Do you want a dude that's been around that much? I'm just saying. I expect one to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me your thoughts on this subject matter. If you're a young man, express if you ever dealt with any in all of these frustrations. If the dating game is harsh for you, if you've observed, or women, you are allowed to speak out on this, please. And if you don't think I'm accurate, please with some logical, rational sense, please expel your thoughts on the matter. I would love to hear it. I would absolutely be thrilled, because I love a woman's perspective. Alright, y'all, have a beautiful day, beautiful night. Peace! Man, let's keep it real, and let's actually think critically. Can we?